Coming back on the air today for your September 9th real estate news report. It's Marty Swanson, the man, the myth, the legend, making his way to the studio right now.
Hey, Joe, how you doing, buddy? It's so good to be back on here. Thanks for having me again today for the real estate news report.
Oh, I'm glad to have you, Marty. Good to have you back on today. Where you been at, buddy?
Oh, I'm dreadfully scared of storms, and I just had to get out of here last week. I went up and stayed with my mother.
Oh, that explains it. I was wondering where you went, but that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, our hearts go out with everybody that was affected by the storms last week. I'm glad you were able to get out of here. So, out of curiosity, where does your mom live?
Joe, she's up in Long Island. She's in a retirement community. It was hard for me to get in, but they were able to make a couple of exceptions for me.
Why'd they have to make exceptions?
Well, she's in something called assisted living, where, they have the nurses there to help her around the clock, and they don't really let visitors stay there per se, but she was able to kind of sneak me in, and the nurse was okay with it. I was just so dreadfully scared, Joe. I wasn't sure what else to do. Thank goodness she was able to get me in.
Well, is your mom doing okay? Was she happy to see you?
Well, she wasn't at first.
What do you mean she wasn't? Your mom wasn't happy to see you at first?
Well, I can explain, Joe. So, last time I was up there, my mom had started dating this older gentleman. And he was nothing like my father was. He was nothing like him, and my mom still blames me for breaking them apart.
Oh, I see. So you're a little jealous. But didn't your dad leave your mom like 15 years ago?
Joe, he had to move to the West Coast for his allergies. He always suffered from really bad sinuses.
All right, well, I'm not going to continue to keep going down this path, but how did it go staying at your mom's retirement home?
They went okay. We played a lot of bridge and some other games, but then things got a little bit weird, Joe. One day I accidentally took some of her pills, and I ended up getting asked to leave the retirement home. Unbeknownst to me, I don't know what I did, Joe. I honestly took the medicine. I thought it was mine, and they just were not very happy about that.
So you accidentally took your mom's happy medicine. All right, this is why I don't go down these paths, Marty, but just give us an update. Let us know what's going on with the real estate news.
Hey, Joe, this is a Southwest Florida local real estate news for September 9th. First of all, I just got to say that Mick Jagger's house finally sold after being on the market for 3 months. His beautiful Lakewood Ranch home just sold on September 6th, which was a couple of days ago. The house sold for $3.2 million. It's where Jagger, his son Henrik, and the cat lived, which is kind of cool. One of our celebrities here sold the house. I don't know where he's going, but good luck to him. Now, in other news, I got something really good to report for first-time home buyers or people trying to get into an entry-level home. Right now, the average price of a single-family home in Sarasota County is $535,000. Whoa! And $515,000 in Manatee County. But Simply Dwelling Homes has just launched a brand new development in Sarasota. The development's going to be built on a vacant lot that's across from Booker High School on Orange Avenue and 35th Street. The new neighborhood built by Simply Dwell Homes is going to feature over 30 different layouts to choose from with 1- and 2-story houses. The homes are being built for around $350,000 and above, which is great for first-time buyers trying to get into the market. The average square foot is between 1,300 to 2,500 square feet, single-family and 2-story home. They'll also feature the latest up-to-date, up-to-code, hurricane-resistant doors and windows. So check out the new neighborhood being built by Simply Dwell Homes. Go to Google and check it out, and look at this new neighborhood over across from Booker High School in Sarasota. Now, this week's real estate news, I got to do another little bit of bragging on Sarasota. It's made it to the Pod's top relocation state in the U.S. It's number 2 on the list for relocators to move to in the whole country. Believe it or not, number 1 this year was Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Can't even believe it. This year, Sarasota was number 2. Last year, Sarasota was number 1, but this year it's number 2. And number 3 in the country is Wilmington, North Carolina. So the Carolinas got it made this year with the Pod's relocation report. So that is all the people that are most likely to relocate to the areas of Sarasota, Myrtle Beach, and Wilmington, North Carolina. Now, here's something that Forbes just came out with. The states that people are fleeing from the quickest in the country. This just came out by Forbes. So the states that people are leaving, the most populous states to leave in the U.S. right now, number 1 obviously is California. They're all moving here like cockroaches, I tell you. Second on the list is New York because of the huge amount of taxes. Then we got third, Illinois, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. So the 5 states people are fleeing from and leaving and saying, I'm getting out of here, and coming to North Carolina, South Carolina, and Sarasota is California, New York, Illinois, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. Unbelievable. And the last thing I want to talk about on this week's real estate news is I know people are a little gloomy because rates are really high in the mortgage market right now. The average 30-year fixed rate is 6.93. However, on the bright side, it's still historically low over the last 50 years. In 1981, rates were the highest they'd ever been at 18.8%. So when you look at the rates now at 6.93, it doesn't even shake a finger at 18.8%. And I'm Morty Swanson with this week's local Southwest Florida real estate report. Thank you, Joe, so much for having me here again. I hope everyone has a good weekend.